Hi, my name is Mike Williams. I'm with Preco Electronics, PreView radar systems. We are here today to install a radar-based object detection system on a Cat 773 haul truck. While we are demonstrating the installation mainly on the 773 haul truck, the installation is very similar on other haul trucks and various loaders from Cat and other manufacturers. The radar system is specifically designed to work in reverse to alert the operator of any objects in the detection zone behind the truck. Okay, once the equipment arrives and we open up the box, what we want to do is make sure that we have all the stuff that we need. The most important part of what we need to do, please take time, go over the install guide, go over the radar system operator's manual, and make sure that you understand what you're putting on the truck. It's very important. In the box you'll find our actual radar. In this particular system there are two main ballistic nylon braided cables. We'll have the body harness, we have the cab cable that interfaces the monitor and the power system to the radar. We have power adapter cables. There should be two in this box. And we have a custom-made bracket that's specifically designed for this radar system that we will weld onto the back of this vehicle. There is a hardware kit. The hardware kit is for mounting the sensor to the bracket. We have a box that contains the camera and the cabling. We have a box that contains the PreView Plus monitor and again, a very helpful set of instructions. Please read them. And that is all the components that are in this box. Okay, we have a custom-made bracket here that is specifically for this radar system. What we've done here is we've prepped the area so that we can weld this bracket in this location. This is an ideal location because it's in the center of the truck, it's not obstructed, and the radar should work just fine. When we weld this on, one of the things we need to consider is the angle. We certainly cannot have this angled up or angled too far down. It would render the radar mostly ineffective, as we would be picking up the top of the truck and probably even the ground. What we want to do is try to get close to a 90-degree angle and then maybe slightly 3 or 4 degrees tilted down, and that should do the trick. Okay, what we're going to do here is we're going to tap into the reversing system, which is the backup alarm. We're going to need that as a trigger wire for the monitor, which we'll be installing later. So right now we're going to go ahead and splice into this wire to obtain our reverse signal. Okay, what we've done here is we have used a Caterpillar splice kit, Cat number 1999785. We've spliced into the positive side of the backup alarm. All right, here we've connected our cable XBV41PA to the positive side of the backup alarm to provide a reverse signal for the sensor. This will plug in to the body harness that runs up to the front of the cab. We'll demonstrate that shortly. Okay, here we have the sensor. It's mounted, it's installed, it's sturdy. It's pretty plug and play. Plug this into the body harness. Make sure it clicks good and tight. We plug this into this is the cable that we previously installed to the backup alarm with our positive signal. Plug it in. It's quite simple. We certainly want to secure all of our wires back here and make sure that everything's buttoned up and out of harm's way, as we would do with any install. So this is ready to go. The next thing we'll do is we're going to install the rear view camera system to the bracket. We'll mount the camera and the sun shield, which also protects from debris as well. They will all be mounted right here on our custom-made bracket. We have finished mounting the camera. We applied the sun shield to the bracket. We're mounted there. We take our cabling. We can tie all of these together, secure them out of harm's way, and then we can run all three cables at the same time to the front of the cab. Okay, I've removed the backing off the adhesive. We've cleaned and prepped our surface. Place it down, press it down. We have our power adapter cable. This is a XPV41PA. This would plug to the 24-volt keyed power source in the cab. Once we obtain the power, we simply plug it into our XPV41CA cable. The XPV41CA cable is going to plug into our XPV4132 cable coming from the sensor and the back of the truck. On the monitor harness, we now take the red wire, the black wire, it's our power source, our little fuse here, and this will go to the same power source as our XPV41PA cable. It is a 12 to 24 volt, either one, power source, but remember, it must be keyed. Once the cable for the camera is routed into the cab, we want to plug that into cam 1. Once we've done that, we're going to take our loom from the cable that we connected to our reversing circuit in the rear, and we're going to use a bullet connector, attach the bullet connector, and we're going to plug that into the black wire labeled cam 1. This will give the monitor a reverse signal. If you please read the instructions, it explains this process, and it also explains why we need that. It gives the monitor an indication that the vehicle has been placed in reverse. It now tells the monitor to communicate with the radar sensor in the rear. It's critical to the operation of the system. This is the wiring harness for the worksite sensor. Note the red wire and the black wire. The red wire is connected to the positive side of the backup alarm. The black wire is connected to the negative side. The white wire is not used and may be terminated.